Hey, Eagle Run 2-3 here. My uncle dropped off some fillet knives, and so we're going to put these on the sharpener and see what we can do with them. This first one here is, let's see, it says American Angler USA. It's a stainless blade. Looks like it's got a little bit of damage. It is not sharp at all. We can fix that. Looks like it has maybe a 6-inch blade. And then these are kind of interesting. They have a stitched leather sheath, a little belt clip maybe. The leather's not in very good shape. I might put some leather conditioner on there and see what that looks like. The end of it looks like it's been chewed on by a dog or something. These are, they say J. Martini, Finland. And they've got some letters there, some words on the blade. It says J. Martin, Finland. Island grind stainless. So I'm not for sure what the island grind is, but not sharp and a lot of damage. So this is a 6-inch blade. And then there's a larger one with the same markings. J. Martini, Finland. And it's quite a bit longer. It looks like someone has sharpened them at some point. There's a lot of extra scuff marks on this side. It looks like this is a, yeah, so this one here, it looks like it's flat on this side. So I've done some research on these, and some of them do like a 70-30 grind, and this might be one of those where there's just a small, I don't feel much of a bevel at all. And this side definitely has a bevel, you can see. This one has the least amount of damage and is the sharpest, but not sharp by any definition. The handles are in pretty rough shape. I imagine this knife is probably like 30 years old, maybe older, maybe 40 years old. He's used it for years and just wants to get it tuned up. It does have a little logo. I might just sand this. It's got the varnish that's on there, and I think I can refinish this handle. Just sand off that varnish and do some boiled linseed on there would be nice. I'm not going to take the whole knife apart though. I'm just going to try to clean up the handle a little bit. It's broken and chipped and missing, but I think we can kind of smooth that out a little bit. And put some oil on the handle. I think that'll be great. We can definitely sharpen up the knife. So I did a little post on YouTube to see how you wanted me to sharpen these. And so far, everyone has voted for the Tech Studios profile. So let's get that set up. All right, I've got the Tech Studios set to right at a 20 degree, which is pretty low. I haven't sharpened anything that low in a long time. We're going to go ahead and start off with the coarsest stone. Looks like we got clearance everywhere. Very low on the clamp. All right, let's set our stroke. This guy's really flexy. I'll change the angle a little bit, but it should be fine. Just some soapy water here, and we'll jump in. All right, so there is quite a bit of damage in here. So we're going to start flipping back and forth. I'm not going to count strokes until we get that damage removed. So let's see how we get here after we've done both sides a little bit. All right, skipping ahead here on you. Quite a bit of back and forth here, but we have got most of, I don't see any damage left. So let's do maybe like 10 on each side. I think we'll go down a grit. Okay, so the Tech Studios profile uses microns when you use their stones. And so that was 125, or it's called 160, 125, which is actually microns, not grit. We are now going to do the 50-40, which they have 4 stones, two-sided, 2 stones, 4 grits that come with the system that I got. So this is the, let's call it medium coarse. And we'll do a handful on each one here. We've got our edge has been established, and so we're going to start the refinement process here. Ordinarily, I would be a little worried about that flex, but I'm trying to push consistently off the end, and so although the angle is changing when this flexes, it's changing roughly at the same. And if it's a little finer, which would be a greater angle down there, I think that'd be fine on the tip. Ideally, and Tech Studios makes a double bit that comes out. It's got 2 clamps, and it would stabilize a knife like this a whole lot better. It'd be the right way to do it, but I do not have that attachment. There's a couple of attachments that have come out since I've got my system. I've had this for 3 years now, and I need to get the scissor sharpener attachment. I've been looking at that. They're kind of expensive, and I just don't know how much I'd use it, but I'd like to get the scissor attachment, and then that double clamp would be nice, especially for fillet knives, but anything that's a little bit bigger than an ordinary kitchen knife. Now, most kitchen knives are sturdy enough that clamping it once is no problem. It just barely flexes on the end. But obviously this knife is designed to flex, and so it's a little bit more exaggerated here with a fillet knife. I have never sharpened a fillet knife on the Tech Studios. All right, let's go down to the next one. We have a 2014 is the grit on the fine. And then the last one is a 7.5 micron, which is the finest stone that they have with the system that I got. They do have some other finer ones that would be kind of cool to look at, and I may get some of those. But that would be around, I believe it translates to around a 2,000 grit, which is pretty fine. So this is stone number 3, and we really could, you really could be done right now. It's very sharp, but what we're going to do here with these last stones is really just polish. Most of the work has been done by the first two stones. And you can tell that's just so smooth. Now you can see on the bevel, the shine on the bevel, you can see the grit, the scrapes from the previous stones. And these will remove those and pretty much leave it, I mean, basically mirror shine. I'll give you a close-up here in a minute. All right, we can take a look at this before we go to the final. It just doesn't show up on camera. Maybe need some different lighting. I can tell you, I see a small amount of scratches that are in the bevel just from the previous stones. It looks really even and consistent. It does flatten out a little bit here on the tip, but both sides are looking really good. All right, let's switch over to the finest, and we'll be done. All right, this is 7.5 microns. Very smooth. You can tell by the sound. All right, this is tuned up nice, looking good. Now every good YouTube knife sharpener does the paper test. Whoa. That is amazing. All right, looking good. So if you watched my video on the Ozark Trail, the cheapest pocket knife at Walmart, there's a large difference between that and this. It's really amazing, and this is just probably a $25 40-year-old knife, but the quality is way different. Now, I did use the Lansky on that, so I don't know if there's a difference there or not. Maybe that'd be a good comparison to see what the difference is, but this thing is in good shape and ready to fillet some fish. All right, Eagle Run 2-3. Thanks for watching.